I'm going to demonstrate now the Concourse CI on Kubernetes cluster. So Docker Desktop provides Kubernetes provisioning. So if you go into the settings and in the Kubernetes tab, you need to enable the Kubernetes. I've already enabled it. And the provisioner I selected is kind with 2 nodes with the Kubernetes version 1.32.2. So once you enable the Kubernetes, Docker Desktop will provision based on what you have selected. So I have selected kind, so it will provision the kind cluster. So once the cluster is provisioned, as you can see in the Docker Desktop UI, you do not see any Kubernetes resources. So there is no tab which displays Kubernetes resources, and that's why in order to view Kubernetes resources, I use the VS Code with Kubernetes extension. So I've installed the Kubernetes extension for VS Code, and as you can see, I already see the Docker Desktop cluster, which is a kind cluster, but this is how the Kubernetes context was created by Docker Desktop. So currently there are no resources here. I'm going to install the Concourse on this Kubernetes cluster. So I'm going to use the Helm for that, Helm chart for Concourse. So these are the commands for installing the Concourse CI. And so the first one is to add the Helm repo for Concourse, which I already added. So if you see here Helm repos, I have already added the Concourse. So the only thing I need to do is install it. So this is the command to install the Concourse using the Helm command. It takes some time to install the Concourse CI. So as you can see, the Concourse CI has been installed using Helm. So if I refresh now the Docker Desktop context, you will see the namespace Concourse has been created. And if you see the workloads there, you will see all the pods are up and running. So now the ingress controller. So when you provision the Kubernetes cluster, kind Kubernetes cluster using Docker Desktop, Docker Desktop UI do not have any feature to basically install any ingress controller along with the cluster. So basically Docker Desktop do not provide any way to install any ingress controller along with the provisioning of any Kubernetes cluster. So for that, you have to manually install the ingress controller. So I selected the nginx ingress controller to install. So this is the command to install the nginx ingress controller. So I will do this. So once this is applied, you will see namespace ingress nginx, and then you will see the service ingress nginx controller, which is up and running. You will need admin permissions to execute this. This is basically a tunneling to access the ingress nginx controller. I have now already added in the hosts file the Concourse DNS to 127.0.0.1, but I have not done the tunneling, so I will do that. So now it is tunneling at port 443. Now I will also install a self-signed certificate on the Concourse. So these are the commands. This will generate a self-signed certificate. So the config file for the certificate is in this directory. Yeah, so this will generate Concourse tls.cert and tls.key files. Then I will add the certificate and key as part of a Kubernetes secret in Concourse namespace. And I also have ingress configuration here in this YAML file, which is basically a routing rule. So on this host name and on this path, this service will be served. So this is the command, create an ingress resource. Once that is done, I should be able to access the Concourse on https concourseprm.local. So let me access it. So as you can see, it's a self-signed certificate and not really signed by any certificate authority. So I will proceed and save, and I will log in using the test user. So I can access the Concourse dashboard now. So now how to create a pipeline. So I will use the fly CLI. I will log in to Concourse using the fly CLI. And there is a hello world.yaml file which contains the pipeline specification. Oh, sorry, I forgot the CA cert flag. Let me grab that. So I have added now in this command the CA cert file to trust by fly CLI. I'm able to log in using fly CLI to Concourse. So in this directory, there is a hello world.yaml file which contains the pipeline specification. So this command will create a pipeline. Okay, so now the pipeline has been created. I will go to the dashboard and I will unpause the pipeline using the UI, and then I will execute the job using the UI. You can also do this using the fly CLI commands. I have listed them here. Hello world job has been executed successfully in Concourse. Now to clean up all the resources which you have created, I will execute these commands. So this will basically delete the ingress resource. For Concourse, this will delete the TLS secret used by ingress, any certificate key files which were generated, and uninstall the Concourse application itself using the helm, and then delete the namespaces. So as you can see, even though Docker Desktop does not provide a UI interface for viewing or managing the Kubernetes resources, you can use VS Code IDE with extension Kubernetes to manage the Kubernetes resources. Yeah, so all the resources now have been cleaned up.